Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jimmy Landry from Cakewalk. I'm here at the 2015 NAMM Convention Show in Anaheim, California. Here showing off the new Sonar family. We have Sonar Artist, which is $99, Sonar Professional, which is $199, and Sonar Platinum, which is $499. Something a little bit different this time around is that we are now constantly updating our technology. So we have something called the new membership program, which you can find out at cakewalk.com. It's basically, instead of us doing an upgrade on a yearly basis now, we're getting our new technology to everyone on a monthly basis. So you can go to cakewalk.com, check that out. You can still purchase Sonar the same way. It's not a subscription model. You keep everything you own, but we're just able to update our customers with current technology on a monthly basis now, which is a really cool thing that we're proud about. So what's new with Sonar? Right now you're looking at Sonar Platinum. I've got it up here right now. One really cool thing about Sonar that we've redone is this customized control bar up top here. I'm going to hit C and get rid of that, which you've always been able to do, but now, as you'll see as I move my mouse wheel here, we are scrolling my control bar. Got a lot of access to here to all of our features, and you can really customize everything. So I'm going to go here right now, modules. You can select any modules that you want to see or that you don't want to see. You can resize the modules. If I want to collapse all these modules so that it's not so confusing to look at, you can get rid of all the modules. You'll see here as I hover over the top, it's actually going to drop down, and you can access all of your features from the drop down there. So that's really cool. This is the new control bar. I'm going to go back now to large. You can see there. Hovering over this right here, this is a brand new feature. This is something that I'm personally really psyched about in terms of the way that I make music. It's mix recall. So nowadays you've got, sometimes you're making music for rock music, let's just say, and you want a mix up version, you want a mix down version, you need a bass, plus 0.8 dB bass up. So instead of now A-Bing all your mixes by having to, set a mix, put it into a folder, re-import it back into your session, all you do is you just save a mix scene, which is pretty cool. So right now this is mix 4, but you can save any of your mix scenes. So let's just name this, NAMM Vocals Up, boom. And then we go back to here. Here's my vocals. If I want to mute my vocal double and hear what that mix sounds like, or maybe pull up my main fader on my lead vocal, you can save as a new scene. Maybe mix 8 just for demonstration purposes, and then I can go back and toggle back and forth and A-B my mixes from my NAMM mix to my mix 8. So you just saw all that jump, went back to my main mix. If I go back now to mix 8, you'll see the mute button's back on. So really, really cool time-saving feature, so you don't have to re-import mixes back into here what you're doing. Another cool thing about this as well is you can actually, all the mix recall settings, you can go through here and actually check what you do and what you don't want. So track controls, track automation, does all this for you. So really cool. Next thing here that I'm psyched about is we have got something called vocal sync. So let's just say you're a producer nowadays. A lot of people mix with a lot of high end, a lot of compression. By the time you mix your vocals at the end of the day, it's pretty punchy, and sometimes when you're doing double tracks, those T's, P's, everything doesn't line up like you want it to. So what we've got is we've got this vocal sync, and all you do is you just highlight. We've got these vocals going here. There's my double track. So tighten these vocals up. All I have to do is simply highlight my vocal double track here. I'm going to hit V, and this is going to create a vocal sync clip right inside of Sonar for me right here. And this tool is going to come up to analyzing it. This knob is going to come up right here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what happens here. Double click on that. So you'll see now when I move this, this is actually moving and conforming to the guide track. So I'm pointing this right now, vocal comp 1, to this track right here. And then when I move this knob, it's actually moving the little nuances of my double track to match up more precisely with my vocal comp track. So once you hit that, once you find, and you can audition this, and then you just hit render, and it's automatically, the algorithm's going to kick in and give me a real nice tight vocal track. So you hear the end of the D on the ground there is nice and tight. So move that D over, pretty cool. Moving on, sort of with vocals here, let me show you another really cool thing. We have a new convolution reverb, zero latency convolution reverb, built into a Pro channel. So the Pro channel is really light on DSP. Awesome technology that we have. We've got a lot of people that are actually even now building Pro channel modules for us, and we've worked with Overloud again on this one, which is a great company out of Italy. And you'll see here they have something called the Rematrix, which came out. It's a Rematrix convolution reverb. I think it came out about four months ago or so, and it is literally one of the best convolution reverbs I've ever used. I mean, it's one of those go-to reverbs. It's just really sweet. It meshes in nicely. Some reverbs, as you guys know, you use them and you know they're expensive or convolution or whatever, but at the end of the day, you don't want your reverb to really stand out too much, and this is a kind of reverb that really just melts in with the track nicely. So you can see right here, Rematrix Solo. It's a Pro channel module. You have a wet and dry slide. You've got EQ gain, EQ frequency, which is a great feature to have. You got your Q to open up your EQ. You've got your time, delay, and stereo. And the cool thing about this is that it comes with a ton of impulse responses already. So you can see here, these aren't presets. These are actual impulse responses, which you can actually make your own impulse responses and import them into this as well. So that's really, really super cool. And it also does come with a bunch of presets to start with. So those are some big ticket items. On top of that, now with Sonar, as you can see here, we have an expanding channel strip now. So it used to be that you could only see a couple of your effects, and you could only see two before, and you kind of have to scroll through. So now you'll see, if I just pull in another effect here, you'll see this actually grow. So the Pro channel now, channel strip, or the channel strip rather, is actually growing as I pull in more effects. So this is like pretty big for us, because now, you know, with the size of projects now, you can really have a great visual feedback on what you have for all your processing. And same thing with sends. If I'm going to add a send here, I'll just send this to my ukulele verb, and you'll see that it's actually growing. So really cool stuff. Those are just a few of the features. There's a ton more in here. We've got a new MIDI painting tool. We've made upgrades to the piano view roll, and a lot of other stuff. So if you want to go to cakewalk.com, you can check out all the stuff on Sonar Artist, Sonar Professional, and Sonar Platinum. And thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it.